My people, APC people, don't they take this matter serious? So they say Tinubu them don't go call Arise TV, the person will get Arise TV, may they sack Rufai and the brother Ruben Abati. Say they know they support them, they know they try. You need to listen to what Ruben Abati and Rufai they talk concerning the matter. Watch this video, make sure say you share it. Because this election, they don't take them too personal.
Your thoughts on this morning?
So as a journalist, I never love to be part of the story because we report the story. But in a time like this, when it's politics, you have to be part of the story. And you see, it's a record. I've got nothing against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I love everybody equally because it's my injunction as a Christian to love. I've got nothing against my Egbo, Bayo Onanuga, and Mr. Dele Alaki. I love them as professionals in their own fields. But also, the kind of journalism I was taught. Anyway, they abuse me all the time that I'm not a journalist. But I've spent quite so many years in this business. Yeah, I might not look it, but I've done well over 16, going to 17 years. And what you cannot fault me for is that I've been objective with all the presidential candidates. Part of the toughest interviews we had here has been with Peter Obi. And trust me, the kind of heat we give to Mr. Peter Obi when he's here, I'm not sure we'll be able to interview other presidential candidates.
That way.
On this platform like that.
Yeah.
And that's the level of objectivity. Because you see, they say all sorts about me. They do all sorts. But what I want them to know is that I love them, irrespective of the hatred that is being meted out of me. I'm a child of love. I was conceived in love. They even went further, and thank God Dr. Abati was there. They took a picture of Peter Obi and me and Jandor at my own father's day of tribute. They couldn't even allow my father to rest in peace before they brought my father, my dear father, the this country to do well because we have problems. Unemployment, underdevelopment. And you know why I also forgive them? Because all of this will not matter any longer after the 25th or after February when the presidential election has been done. You see all these people that are antagonistic, they will now come together and say, how can we make this country better? They love Nigeria too, they are patriots. But it's just that they can't stand the objectivity because of where their interest tilts towards. And I don't have any problems with anybody having interests. But also let objective voice stand. And it's quite shocking to me, Ayo. It was just this morning like I found out that they've been talking to my bosses at the back and they wanted to remove me from Arise TV and take me out. When I hear that, I keep telling people my future, my career, my destiny is in God's hands. It's not in the hands of man. With any manipulation, I love them. Last week, Mr. Bayo Onanuga mentioned my name. This country with so much potential, but it's being crippled with personal interest. I love them all. I love Nigeria. And I love
as clearly stated in the this day Arise Group statement, is that one,
the media cannot be intimidated. Whatever your pedigree, whether you are a top journalist or you are working for a politician, you cannot frustrate the independent media. That's the main point there. And to restate the duties and responsibilities of the media, that nobody can dictate how any media house should function, as long as the issue at stake is free speech. And I think in that regard, the Disney Arise Media Group is perfectly in order. Now, certain other issues were addressed in this matter, in this statement. What could have led to it? The first was a certain report about a certain Akode who died, and all of that was linked to Bola Ahmed Tinubu's background when he was in Chicago. Okay, so if that was the issue, this is saying, Arise Group is saying, why didn't they counter with superior information if they have it? And the statement went on to say, we cannot afford to have a Noriega movement in Nigeria. Anybody who aspires to be president of Nigeria must come to equity with clean hands. When questions are raised, those questions must be responded to. And the resort to blackmail is undemocratic. Two, the statement raised the point that if this is an indication, if they are saying, their candidate cannot be criticized, their candidate cannot be asked questions, he cannot be invited to a town hall because he wants to organize his own, are they trying to suggest that should their candidate win, then the media will be suppressed? That will be a return to the era of military dictatorship. And it will be so unfortunate if that were to be the suggestion, considering the fact that all the spokesmen for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they constantly remind us that this was a man who was part of the June 12 struggle, which is a fact. Okay, so because the same man wants to be president of Nigeria now, the same media, he wants to suppress the media. And again, another irony there. Many of these stars, they become famous because the media created them in the first place. Many of these people, you see, without the media, nobody will know them. And that's why I often say, look, the media also, the iconization process, the hero selection process that we go through, that we do on a daily basis, you also have to be careful. Because you go and create some people, you turn them into heroes, they will turn around and become monsters against you. The other point made in that statement is the attempt by politicians to think that they can take editorial decisions for media houses. No, that in itself is an erosion of the independence of the media. You don't tell an editor or a media house, I want my story to appear on social media. This is how I want you to treat my story. Please use my material tomorrow. No, you don't do that. We are gatekeepers. And as chairman editorial board, you don't come and tell me you want your article to appear tomorrow. You don't tell me. I decide how I want to do my job as a gatekeeper. And whoever you are, you don't dictate, because the owner of the business himself does not dictate. So it's good that, this Arise Group, the group is insisting on professionalism and also the right of reply of the other party, which is another thing that starts out strong there. If you feel aggrieved, then say your own side of the story. The platform is available for everybody. And the painful part, just to end on that note, is that the people who are trying to bully the media, they are themselves persons who have been in the struggle, who have defended press freedom. So why is it that they have changed all of a sudden? Because it's like, kicking their own pedigree, their own antecedents, down the road, just to please a politician. This is a dilemma that many journalists face, but I think it's important that Arise.